Hello everybody, welcome to Anne Furbank. It's another one of our training sessions. This time of year we're getting so many collections in, and some new ones as well, so it's always good for us to really kind of look at the detail of them, see how they fit, study all the fabrics. So I do have the team in behind me. Morning, there we go. And it's been popular. You've liked sort of being involved with our little training sessions. So this morning we are concentrating on Charlotte Sparre, which is a new collection for us. So I shall quickly bring on Helen. So Charlotte Sparre, it's all about sort of natural fabrics actually. The real basis of it is silks. She does these beautiful silk blouses and dresses as well. Really, she has this amazing attention to detail. This particular blouse is reversible. I know, quite extraordinary, because that is the other side of it. What? So that is the other side. It is a little cap sleeve. If you go really close actually, Helen, I'll try and pick up here. All the seaming detailing is all absolutely fine. If you have a little look there, girls, it's all finely finished off. So both sides, it's all, it works. But there's a real kind of quality and finishing with that, which is quite amazing. And looks really quite different. You know, these blouses, the idea being is that actually the reverse of it does look very, very different on that. Really easy. They're all washable. She also puts a little bit of spandex or stretch in there as well, just to kind of strengthen the quality of the silk and also strengthen the ability with the seams as well. So really nice, lovely little blouse, little tie detailing there. We have just teamed it there with the Louisa Toronto jeans. Colour works really well actually with those. So with the lovely blue colour, really picking out the blouse. Blouse 226, Louisa Toronto jeans 269.
229 says here.
It is 229.
That's right.
I've got a reverse upside down, 229 on the blouse. Okay, so this is the same style on the blouse. Again, it is another reversible fabric on this. That is the other colourway, the other print. So again, really lovely. It just actually, it's great if you're sort of away as well and taking them away, because it gives you different looks. Which is lovely. I'm also going to really try it, because you might kind of question about the little label on that. She's even thought about the label. So the detail on that, it's just hand tied there, so it's easy to snip out. So you're not having to kind of worry about getting kind of close to the seams with that. Beautiful, really lovely colour combination here, very fresh, lovely botanical print on that. These we have teamed with the Wee jeans, so the Wee Baxter jeans in the khaki, picking out the khaki. But with these prints, you can really kind of go with any colour on these, and it's a lovely sort of apricot background to that as well, so really kind of flattering, really sort of gentle against the complexion. So the blouse 229 on the silk, and the Wee jeans 119 on that. So different style here. This is the Dreamer blouse. This is one, they call it Dreamer. She does do different names for the different blouses. This is sort of a tried and tested style for her, new to us, because obviously the brand is new into the store. And again, amazing, the gorgeous, gorgeous print on this. So you've got this lovely blush rose background on that, and then these amazing shell print detailing as well. So, conch shells and sort of almost kind of oyster shells as well. It is looser, you can see that. It is longer than obviously the little shell top blouse that we had before. So that one is coming really quite long over your hips and over your bottom as well. But really beautiful. Again, it is, well, yes, you've got the elasticated cuff, so if you want to kind of turn it back, then that's good. Flattering neckline as well, just with that little kind of button at that V-neck. We've teamed these with the Mark Kane. These are the Washington trousers. again in this sort of naked makeup colour, but really works really nicely again with all these lovely tones in here as well. The Dreamer blouse, £259. The Washington trousers, Mark in Washington trousers, £169.
Thank you. We haven't talked about sizes on the blouse.
So sizes, we're all in. The girls are in extra smalls and smalls.
Right. Okay.
Where I've tried. Well, they are all extra small and small. Reasonably true to size on the blouse, depending on the sort of style of it. Obviously, some are a little bit more kind of blues on, some a little bit more fitted. But from a general size point of view on the tops, they are pretty true to size. So again, this is the Dreamer style, so the same style that Helen had on, but obviously different print that you've got. This has got a much more sort of satin sheen to this as well, so you know, a little bit more kind of luster in the fabric on that. The elasticated cuff, as you can see here, the lovely sort of khaki colour, olive colour there with the really kind of fresh tone on the aqua as well. Little bit of gathering over the top of the shoulder. The brand is from Copenhagen, so it is one of the sort of Danish brands. Again, she started out as a sort of scarf designer, but working with silks. You know, which is her kind of forte, and she really makes sure that the quality of the silk, so when she's pulling it off, you know, any flaws or anything like that, she dismisses that silk, and she works really closely with the manufacturers that she uses as well, visiting them twice a year, just to kind of keep up that relationship as well, as making sure that the standards are really high. And again, we've just kept on the wee Baxter jeans there, so again working really nicely with these blouses.
Does that work with the plain skirt though, Becky? Because that
does
one
work.
Because that's how I've sort of put them out. So you could have a set.
You can have a set.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, absolutely. It gives it a sort of dress.
Becky, because it looks quite different to the last one.
Same. Yeah, 259.
This looks a lot more satiny, doesn't
Yes,
it?
it does. Yeah,
Mm.
it is more of that sort of sheen on this one as well. So yeah.
I love this.
It's got a real kind of movement to this. It is so lovely. So this is the Georgette silk that you've got. I mean, really beautiful, very feminine with these whole kind of ruffles down the front. Flattering neckline as well. So you've got that V neckline with the button detailing as well down the front. But all these lovely kind of little frills as well. You sort of, you know, it flows in the breeze or as you kind of move. And at the back as well, that all continues at the back, so you have all that lovely detail. It is also available
In blue.
in the lovely blue colour. It does have its own little vest under that because it is sheer, so all of this top bit is sheer, as you can see, so it does have its own little vest.
They are attached, so because I've had it on a couple of people, you're best to unpopper it and tell them to put hand the cami separately, otherwise they get a bit stuck.
Yeah.
I think it's very feminine without being frou-frou. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not fussy.
No.
Because it's so soft.
Yeah.
It's just very feminine.
And you're absolutely right, because of these frills that are very soft. It's not fluffy.
No.
So you don't feel like all the kind of frills are under your chin, basically. Sometimes it gets like, you know, you just feel a bit overwhelmed. You know, it is beautifully sort of soft on that. These are just the Brax chinos that we've got. We don't have many pairs of the white.
We only had
left.
2 sizes delivered. We're waiting.
We're waiting for the others.
They're due.
So we do have another colourway as well. But yeah, they're beautiful. And just, you know, really nice with these blouses. They're just really easy to wear. You know, you feel kind of smart without, you know, making too much effort, which is lovely. So 279 this blouse, and the Brax chinos are 129.
Nice holiday evening, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. Very lovely.
It's a nice one.
Yes, really lovely again, a really lovely print, and it's one of those that actually when you sort of you study it a bit more, because you sort of see the kind of you know, this sort of pink patterning with that, but the more you look at it, the more you detail that you sort of see with this kind of abstract petals and flowers in that. They're just really cleverly done. A little bit, it's almost like sort of fine line drawing on that as well, just with these lovely little edges, and then you're getting much more kind of depth. If you just go a bit closer actually, Jane, so you get much more depth on the outer part of the petal. It just gives it that real kind of 3D effect with that. A little bit slimmer here on that sort of fit in comparison to the other two, but again, that lovely kind of neckline again, really sort of flattering. And as I say, she adds in the stretch. A lot of that is to do with the kind of seaming on that, because obviously with silks, you don't want big chunky seams, but you need it to be strong enough to kind of hold. So that stretch just gives it that extra kind of strength, that ability. So when you're fitting over the shoulder, and moving, then you do have that as well. The Louise Vitrano jeans, the whole kind of loose barrel shaping on that. So actually showing you as well a number of different shapes on the trousers, as we say. Any trouser shape will work. Just finding the right one for you. So there's a lot of choice out there, but that one being the barrel.
It's almost a long barrel though, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
As opposed to coming in.
Yeah. 249 for the blouse. The jeans 269.